Yo, Blood Urine here, discussing Street Fighter in general today. The progression of Street Fighter, or regression, if you will. So we're gonna start with Street Fighter 2 series. Okay. Basically just zoning, tick grabbing, making motherfuckers jump, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't really that button heavy. You didn't really need to use every button with your character, just the good button, you know. Long as you could, I do, make a motherfucker jump, dragon punch at the right time, anti-air, and tick grab. You was alright. You know what I'm saying? You could be alright. And World Warrior was definitely ahead of his time. I'm old school. I've been around since World Warrior, man. I played the hell out of that shit. Super Nintendo, arcade, whatever you name it. But and the presentation was well, like, cause they made Street Fighter 2, Champions Edition, Hyper Fighting Slash Turbo, Super Turbo. You know what I'm saying? Played them all, loved them all. But they really weren't that different. But we were content with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we were cool with the presentation. We fell in love with the characters. You know what I'm saying? Everything was colorful. The sound effects were the shit. Oh, that deep ass, all you get and shit. And, everything was, that shit was dope, man. Okay, so Alphas come out. You know what I'm saying? Alpha 1, chain combos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? Get to see Akuma again. Like, oh shit, you can pick this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just this like random like, mystery as he was in Super Turbo. He was like a little easier to get in Alpha 1. Raging Demon, we're all freaking out. Okay, so Alpha 2 comes out. They get rid of the chain combos, but there's customs now and supers and shit, alpha counters and quick get ups and roll ups and all kinds of intricate get ups and shit. That shit was dope. Alpha 2, my favorite Alpha, was dope. Love the presentation, music, Adon's music, man. Top tier. Dalcium music, top tier. But grapplers still were like 360 motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So when EX comes out, one of my all-time favorites, my second favorite Street Fighter of all time, Street Fighter EX plus Alpha, the first one, that's when they implemented grapplers. Like, motherfuckers could start getting command grabs, not named Zangief. Street Fighter needed that. Street Fighter needed that. Super cancels. Street Fighter needed that. Fireball in the Shinku, Tatsu in the Super Tatsu. Street Fighter needed that. It did. You know what I'm saying? It needed something else. Great music, great atmosphere, great hit detection, good combos, good footsies, good anti-air zoning, tick grabs, all the shit that all the other Street Fighters already had. EX had that, plus command grabs, plus super cancels. So you can thank that shit from EX, the first one. It started that shit. Trust me. Been around too long. So Street Fighter 3 comes out. Got better. I was kind of slow, you know what I'm saying? Well, World Warrior was slow. Vanilla versions of games are always kind of slow. But it gave you a whole new cast. And that's the only thing that I could really talk shit about Street Fighter 3 is because the cast. I think the cast really like threw a lot of people out of it, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, you could have a great cast of characters, but if the engine is shit, it's gonna be a whack game, no matter who you got in it. I mean, look at we wasn't Goken for ever in a fighting game, and they finally put Goken in the Street Fighter in Street Fighter 4. But in my personal opinion, Street Fighter 4 is a lame fucking game. Not because the game was whack, not because the idea was whack, because the engine they decided to put Street Fighter 4 on was fucking whack. If they put Street Fighter 4 on a Street Fighter 3 engine, it would have been dope as fuck. Even if you wanted to play the same exact way it plays, it still would have been dope. Because with sprites, you got better hit detection. Well, as far as Capcom, because Capcom don't know what the fuck they doing when it comes to like 3D models on a 2D plane. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, the only reason EX hit detection was good because Capcom didn't make that shit. I think Arika or Akira made it, whatever the fuck they were called. They need to let them fuck with 5. Because I honestly think if they remade Street Fighter EX the same exact way, like the engine was exactly the same, but they just made it look like Street Fighter 5, I think it would be better than Street Fighter 5. As of now, like, I don't know how good 5's gonna get till they add everybody, but as of now, I think EX is a better game. It just looks shitty because it was made in 1996. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a low blow, but Okay, so Second Impact comes out. It's dope. That's like, to me, that was like the best Street Fighter they ever made at the time. I didn't think they were going to be able to top that. Third Strike comes out. They topped it. You know what I'm saying? Because they tweaked some shit. They made, Third Strike legitimately took more skill to play than Second Impact's. Second Impact was definitely fun, but it was cheesy.
I can't do
It
nothing
was
with
cheap
the
as
coats and
fuck.
jackets is because Kyle's shoes right there hanging up.
Just fold the shit up in the corner, bro. Just fold the shit up in the corner. Don't have it all sloppy. My bad. I got kids. So, what was I saying? So, yeah, Third Strike, they tweaked some shit, made it better. But the thing about it, why I feel like Street Fighter 3 really is like the best Street Fighter to date, because like you can use the buttons now. It's not like you got useless buttons. There's no useless button in Street Fighter 3. You know what I'm saying? You need every button like Tekken or something. You know what I'm saying? Multiple characters got command grabs, not just 360 niggas. You know what I'm saying? So that's layers to offense. You know what I'm saying? You got super jumps. You got dashes. You got parry. So I love parry because a motherfucker can't keep running the same rinse and repeat